Hi, today we're going to take out some gearboxes from a Corvette C3. It's an ordinary 350 with a 400 turbomatic engine gearbox. Well, let's start. A bit of Toys R Us. Lots of cars and everything. So, here it is. Right. We start taking out the spark plug with a 5/8 socket. There we go. Then we jack up the cars and look so it stands firmly on the ground so it won't fall down to you. And we start going underneath. Now we should take away the converter. So what we do, we just go under here. We shall take away these 3 bolts, and we have to do like that. We turn this round to be fairly tricky. There we go. There's another one. We use in this case 9/16. Okay. Now we finish the one with the turbine, and that's loose now. As we see, yeah, it says go okay. Now we take away the exhaust system. 1, 2, perhaps even in the rear. You find out. Now we take away this small plastic wheel. That's the handbrake, sits there, and the drive shaft. And now we loosen all the hoses, as you can find here. This one, that one, and that one. Alright, this little thing is fairly tricky, so you have to press it backwards. There we go. To loosen that thing. Okay, now we should take this off. We take this cable off. And we take the speedometer off. Tighten up the rear of the engine, lift up the rear of the engine. Beware of the car distributor when you shall lower it. Then take away the gearbox cushions, which sits under here. Loosen these 2 bolts, and after this you should lower the whole frame, which is sitting there, there, and there. So now we're here. Push back this frame, and now you can slowly lower the rear. And we shall now start to unbolt the things that attach the gearbox to the engine. Now tap a bit careful to loosen the dipstick, oil dipstick here. There you go. Now it's loose. Always have something for the oil to come into. See, it's quite a lot of oil. Quite a lot of leak. Alright, now we start to take off all these 6 bolts that sits to the engine, between the engine and the gearbox. But be careful now, so you don't mess up. So get this distributor to attach to the wall, to the firewall. This can bend. You know, when we lower the engine, we will probably hit the wall with the distributor cap. So be careful now when we lower the engine. There we go. Now it's loose. Gearbox, we just lowered it down a bit, and now we have to figure out how to get it even lower. We have to push it backwards, and then we can just lower it down and take it apart, or whatever you want to do. Thank you. So let's go through it again. Take out the spark plug. We need to do that to be able to crank this engine around, so we can take off this start case. Pull up the car, and if you got a plug under the tray, empty the oil and take away the protection under the converter. Take away these two bolts that keep up the converter, and turn around the converter as you saw that I did before. Take away the exhaust system if you need it. I just needed to take up in the front, as you see there. Take away the parking brake wire in the rear end over there, as you noticed before. Take away that small plastic wheel that the brake wire sits on. Take away the the drive shaft. Of course, that's the word for it. And it might come some oil when you pull out the joker out of the pipe. Take away the gear shifter wire. Loosen all the oil hoses. Take away the vacuum hose, all the cables that you find. Don't forget to take away the oil dipstick, as you saw me fairly now. And then we just put some of these hijackers under the car, so we are certain about it, and lower it a little bit so we can lower the rear of the engine. Take away the gearbox cushion that was sitting under that frame over there. Take away the whole frame from the frame. I mean this as the frame here then. And now the engine and actually the gearbox just hanging 6 or 5 bolts actually. And take away the 5 bolts, and here we go. This is how it looks like. Now we are finished and just can take it out.